Today's video, I'm going to be replacing this radiator on the Silverado. And you can see right there, there's coolant coming from the radiator, and it's leaking from where the plastic mounts to the aluminum. So we're going to go ahead and replace it. We're going to go ahead and take off the intake so we can remove the fans. We're going to loosen this clamp right here, 5/16. Press out on this clip, pull out. Gonna go ahead and pull off this hose. Gonna pull this gray tab, slide it outwards, then press on this tab, slide the connector. We're gonna disconnect the cooler lines. $10mm for the fan shroud. There's one more cooler bracket. Go ahead and get that one out before you pull the fan shroud out. And right here you can see a little bit better. On the passenger side, under the lower radiator hose, there's this petcock on this nipple. In this little hole is where the nipple comes out. I installed this hose right here to guide the coolant to come out. And right there's the petcock. So we're gonna go ahead and drain the coolant. Once you unscrew the petcock, you can go ahead and drain it into a pan and just let it drain the radiator. We're going to go ahead and take off the transmission cooler lines, pull the cover back. Right here on the passenger side, there's that bracket right there that's holding a 10mm. There's a 10mm on the front forward end. Half-inch mount bolts. First, you got to pry off this plastic top piece that holds onto the top of the radiator. Then this tab that's on the AC condenser. On both sides, you have this little tab. You got to press in so the tab on the AC condenser can slide out. You have it on both sides. You lift up the condenser, slide it forward, and then the radiator slides out. Got the new radiator. You can leave the retainer clips when you press in the cooler lines, there's a little ramp that spreads them out and it'll click into place. And the radiator comes with new O-rings inside. We'll go ahead and install the lower radiator hose. And we'll go ahead and clean off this transmission cooler line. Like I said, all you gotta do is press in and it locks into place. Upper one's clean. Go ahead and slide it in. Good to go. Bottom of the fan has a couple slots. Now we can go ahead and bolt them up. This is good to go. Now we can go ahead and start it and bleed the system. It calls for Dexron 6 transmission fluid. We'll go ahead and top that off. We'll go ahead and make sure that it holds temp where it's supposed to. Put the heat on high to bleed the heater core system. And you just want to check your connections, making sure the clamps are on and not leaking. Check the lower radiator hose. As you can see, we're getting heat out of the top radiator hose. So that means the thermostat's opening up, letting the coolant come out to get cooled off by the radiator. Topped off the reservoir, close it off. Getting heat out of the vents, so the heater core is getting coolant. And there you go. That's how you replace a radiator on these Silverados / CRS. Hopefully this video helps y'all. Y'all have a good one.